Hey guys. So I thought I would talk about prayer beads and share with you the ones that I have. So prayer beads are most commonly used to keep focus, oftentimes during meditation. While I do use my prayer beads for that reason, I also do use it in several other different ways. And I thought I would just share with you guys the prayer beads that I have and kind of talk about them a little bit and how I use them specifically to my practice. Um, for me personally, I've always had a deep fascination, even since I was a really little girl, with magical like amulets, talismans. I remember I wanted a rosary for the longest time, even though we weren't Catholic, just because I knew that it was, to me, I saw it as something magical. And to many, many people, a rosary is magical. And a rosary is a certain type of prayer beads, but prayer beads are used across many different belief structures, many different cultures, and they can be used in paganism. So I'm going to walk you through the ones that I have. There are two different styles that I have, and what these ones specifically are, and get into that. So the first two that I have are a mala necklace style. So these are much longer with many more beads. I believe they're 128, if I remember correctly. Um, Someone please put in the comments down below how many beads malas traditionally have. Now, I would not necessarily call these malas anymore, um, specifically because I actually went through and took off the tassels. I don't really care for the tassels very much personally. They just kind of bothered me more, and I was a little bit, I was having a hard time focusing. So I actually deconstructed the tassels on these two malas right here. So I'm just going to start referring to these as prayer bead, but they can be worn as a necklace style. And then what I did is I just went and added a couple of charms to mine. So this one I actually originally got in the Witch's Moon. I don't know if you guys have been following my channel for a while. Last spring, I actually won an Instagram giveaway from the Witch's Moon, and this was one of the things that was in the wonderful box that they had sent me. It's very beautiful. It has a very calming, soothing energy. So I tend to use this one as kind of an all-purpose one, um, or more for calming energy. The next one is, this one is actually from a website called malaprayer.com. I don't know if they're still around. I actually I got an email from them not that long ago about how they were selling out their collection and kind of revamping. But this one has, I don't remember the stones on this one right now, guys. I'm sorry. I will put it in the comments down below. I have it saved on my phone, but I can't remember what they are at the moment. This one has moonstone, and then this one has, I think this is onyx. And it did have a black tassel on it, which I removed and put this moon charm on there. But this one was originally advertised as a dark moon mala. I have since sort of used it for that purpose, but also more to connect with dark goddess energy or shadow energy. So if I'm doing a meditation or working that is in any sort of correspondence to that, then I will usually have these either around my neck or I will be holding them. They are just absolutely wonderful. And then these next three sets were actually made for me by a very good friend of mine. And she does not make these for sale. I wish that she did, but it's not something that she wants to necessarily do for the general public. So I don't have a shop to advertise for her, but she does do incredible work. I'm blessed that she makes these for me. The first one is a elemental. Now these are not a necklace style, and they do have charms that she has included on them corresponding with each um, kind of the overall theme. So this is an elemental one, and this is just one that I tend to kind of use for an all-purpose prayer bead. I will often just take this out and just hold it, especially if I'm having a moment where I'm feeling anxious or I want to kind of connect with nature energy, essentially, or ground myself in that way, or even just kind of go through connecting with a specific element. To me, this is just a really wonderful way to connect with them all in unison. And I often keep it in my travel altar because in the morning, sometimes I will set up my travel altar at my dining table and I will light some incense and some cards and drink coffee and watch my kiddos play and bumping the camera. Oftentimes I will use this mala for that, or sorry, trying not to say mala, prayer beads. But the next one is my Freya prayer beads. So this one should be pretty straightforward. I use this to connect with the goddess Freya, and um, I often use it mostly in meditation if I'm sitting in meditation trying to specifically speak to her. I will have these in my hand, and they just bring about her energy to me. They help me focus on her energy, and yeah, I love them. This next one is one that is one my friend just made for me. We actually kind of designed it together. I sent her some of the things that I kind of wanted included, and she put it all together for me, and she did an incredible job. I do need a charm on the other end, but these prayer beads are specifically for the goddess Hel. And she did an incredible job really piecing these together. I love that we included her rune, and it's got just so much that just makes me think of her. So I have not had these for very long. I cannot speak to how I would specifically use these quite yet, but they do sit on her altar that I have now set up. So yeah, oftentimes with these beads, I more often will just hold them and connect to a certain intent, whether or not I'm trying to actively meditate or run my fingers through them to keep my focus. I'm not always doing that, admittedly. Sometimes I'm truthfully just holding them because their energy in whatever they represent, the intent that they have behind them, is something that is extremely beneficial to me, especially if I am trying to keep myself calm, like I said, or trying to just take a quick moment to grab these and hold them, and have a moment where I can disconnect from the mundane and tap into the spiritual for just a little bit before I have to encourage my kids to share or make lunch for them or clean something or care for something because that is my current role in life. Um, so yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I hope that it was just kind of fun to see prayer beads and how I use them. And if you have any specific ways that you use prayer beads, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. These to me are just really special in my practice, and it's something that I've always, as I said, had a affinity towards. I just think that they hold a lot of power and they can be extremely useful. So, yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching, and as always, blessed be.